Every year, veterans just like you lose out on thousands of dollars in benefits, not because they don't qualify, but because of small, avoidable mistakes. If you've ever filed a VA claim or even thought about it, you already know how confusing and frustrating the process can be. But here's the truth. The VA won't hold your hand, and even one slip-up could cost you years of compensation you rightfully earned. In this video, we're breaking down the top 5 VA claim mistakes that could be derailing your benefits. These aren't just common, they're expensive. We'll walk through each one, explain why it matters, and show you exactly what to do instead. So, whether you're new to the claims process or you've been denied before, stay with me, because avoiding these traps could mean the difference between stress and getting paid what you deserve. Mistake number 1, incomplete documentation. Let's start with one of the most common and costly mistakes veterans make, missing or incomplete paperwork. You could have a rock-solid claim, but if the VA doesn't see the full picture, your file goes to the bottom of the pile, or worse, it gets denied. Here's the deal. The VA needs proof. That means complete medical records, service treatment records, and supporting documents that clearly connect your condition to your service. But here's what most veterans miss. First, personal statements that tell your story. Second, buddy letters from people who served with you. And the big one, VA Form 21-526EZ. If you forget this, your claim won't even get processed. Think of your claim like building a case in court. Would you show up without the evidence? Of course not. Quick tip, before you file, lay out your documents like a checklist. If you can't clearly link your diagnosis to your time in service, the VA won't either. And don't assume they'll figure it out. They won't. It's on you to make it airtight. Coming up next, this next mistake could cost you thousands in back pay. And honestly, most vets don't even know there's a deadline. Mistake number 2, missing deadlines. Here's a hard truth. The VA runs on deadlines, and if you miss one, you could lose thousands of dollars. This isn't just paperwork, it's paychecks. For example, when filing a new claim, you typically have 1 year from your discharge to secure your effective date and be eligible for back pay. Miss that window? That money's gone. And if your claim gets denied, you only have 365 days to file an appeal. This time frame allows you to file an appeal using one of these 3 options. The first one is called a higher level review, used if you disagree with the decision but don't have new evidence. The second appeal option is a supplemental claim. Pick this option if you have new and relevant evidence. The third option is the Board of Appeals. Choose this option if you disagree with the decision and want a formal review by a veterans law judge. Just keep in mind, the Board of Appeals typically takes the longest. If you miss an appeal deadline, you're starting over, from scratch, and you'll likely lose out on back pay from your intent to file date. Most veterans don't find out they missed a deadline until it's honestly just too late, and no one from the VA is going to call and remind you. Here are 3 ways to protect yourself. First, create a claims calendar. Second, set digital reminders for every key date. And third, and most importantly, don't wait to respond to VA letters. One overlooked envelope can delay your claim for months. Remember, missing a deadline doesn't just slow things down, it can cost you back pay, health coverage, and peace of mind. Coming up, the third mistake is one that even seasoned vets make, and skipping it could mean you're going it alone when help is just a call away. Mistake number 3, not seeking professional help. Filing a VA claim on your own is kind of like trying to navigate a legal case without a lawyer. Can you do it? Sure. Should you? Not if you want the best outcome. One of the biggest mistakes veterans make is not getting help from someone who really knows the system. A VSO, accredited agent, Veterans Affairs certified attorney, or other reputable third party. These professionals understand the VA's language, the evidence they're actually looking for, and how to present your case so it doesn't get buried or bounced back. Think about it. If your claim hinges on proving a medical condition is service-connected, don't you want someone who's done it hundreds of times before in your corner? Here's what the right help can do for you. They'll review your claim for errors before you file, help collect and organize your medical evidence, write powerful personal statements and nexus letters, and guide you through appeals if you're denied. Going it alone doesn't make you tough, it just makes the process harder. Get the support you've earned. Next up, don't toss your denial letter, because mistake number 4 is all about what most veterans don't do when the VA says no. Mistake number 4, failing to appeal denials. So, you got denied again, and right now you're probably thinking, what's the point? The system's broken. But here's the truth. Denial isn't the end. It's part of the process. One of the most costly mistakes veterans make is not appealing a denied claim, and the VA knows most people won't. That's why they deny so many in the first place. But guess what? Roughly 1 in 3 appeals end in a better outcome for the veteran. That means, many denials are actually reversible, with the right evidence and persistence. When you file an appeal, you're basically saying, no, you got it wrong, and here's why. And with that second look, new medical records, a stronger personal statement, or expert help could flip the decision in your favor. The key is not to give up. If your claim was denied, here's what to do. First, read the VA's decision letter carefully. It tells you why. Next, gather any missing evidence or documentation. And remember, file your appeal before the 365-day deadline. Now let's briefly talk about how RE Medical can be a real game changer with your appeals or a new claim. RE Medical has helped thousands of veterans strengthen their claims by doing exactly what the VA requires, but never really tells you how to. By understanding how your condition impacts your day-to-day life, connecting you with licensed doctors, and providing you with a professionally written, evidence-based Nexus letter. Here's how to get started. Step 1. Click the link in the description box below for a free consultation. Step 2. Once you're on the website, click on Talk with our team to the left of your screen, answer a few questions, click Submit, and pretty soon you'll speak with someone who really understands the process inside and out. Step 3. They'll build a personalized game plan that gives your claim a real chance. You don't have to go through this alone. Let the experts do what they do best so you can focus on living your life. You served. You earned these benefits. Don't let one denial stop you from getting what's rightfully yours. Coming up, mistake number 5 is one most veterans don't even realize they're making, and it could leave your claim stalled for months without you knowing it. Mistake number 5, lack of follow-up. You filed your VA claim, now what? If your answer is wait and hope, you've made one of the most likely mistakes veterans make. Lack of follow-up is the most overlooked step in the VA claims process. Here's what most people don't realize. Just because you submitted your claim doesn't mean it's moving. It could be stuck, delayed, or missing something, and you might never know unless you check in. The VA processes thousands of claims. Things get lost, letters don't arrive, deadlines pass, and if you're not following up, the clock keeps ticking against you. Here's how to stay on top of your claim. Use the VA's online portal, like eBenefits or va.gov, to track your progress. Schedule a chat with Vera, and you can find the official link in the description box below, at least every few weeks for updates. Keep a log of every contact, dates, names, reference numbers, and if the VA sends a letter requesting more info, respond fast. Some deadlines are as short as 30 days. Pro tip, even if you think your claim is in progress, check anyway. One missing document or form can freeze your claim for months. You fought for your country. Don't let your benefits stall because no one told you to follow up. And now that you know all 5 of the biggest claim-killing mistakes, let's wrap this up. If you've made it this far, you now know the 5 biggest mistakes that keep veterans from the benefits they've earned and how to avoid them. Let's recap real quick. We talked about incomplete documentation, missed deadlines, not asking for help, giving up after a denial, and failing to follow up. Every one of these mistakes could cost you thousands of dollars and months, sometimes years of lost time. But now you're equipped. If this helped you, don't keep it to yourself. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a fellow vet who might need it. Could you be missing out on this VA benefit? Make sure to watch the next video titled, Most Veterans Miss This VA Benefit. Don't let it happen to you. To find out if you're missing out on this highly overlooked VA benefit. Thanks for watching, and thank you for your service. Now let's get the benefits you've earned.